This happened to me 3 years ago and I think about it every day. I was in high school. I had a long-term boyfriend. We dated all 4 years. He was truly terrible. So emotionally abusive. I tried so hard to get out, but he would just love bomb me back. I think I dumped him 4 to 5 times before I finally got it to stick. We both ended up going to the same college purely by coincidence. It was my ultimate safety school and I got rejected from everywhere. I have since transferred to my dream school. So seeing him daily after we broke up courting new people was devastating, knowing he never took accountability or apologized for how horrendous he was. Also, this all happened in California, just for context about rape laws. The event. I was a sophomore or a junior, I can't remember very well. But I didn't have my driver's license yet. I was dropped off at his house. We agreed to have sex, as teens do. I had messed up my birth control, so I mentioned he couldn't ejaculate in my vagina because it wasn't safe. We start having sex. I keep mentioning that he had to pull out. I even started saying it in kinda a sexy fun way. But keep in mind, before sex we had a plain conversation where I said I do not consent to that. There was no room to misinterpret me. As we were having sex I kept repeating it. Even if I was saying it in a sexy kind of voice. I was literally saying no. Over and over. He ejaculated in me. I kept saying, "You're not allowed to cum in me." I didn't know he already had. And I kept on like this, unknowing, for what I estimate to be around 2 to 3 minutes. Until his flaccid penis just fell out of my vagina. So while I consented to normal sex, I explicitly did not consent to those last few minutes. Immediately after, I was horrified. I immediately started an argument. He said he didn't tell me when it happened because he was scared of my getting mad at him. Doesn't make sense at all, but that's his story. We fought about it over text later too. It drives me crazy that on some old phone or laptop there are most likely texts of him admitting what he's done. I've tried very hard to find them, but I can't. I considered asking my mom to pick me up, but it would have been early and she would know something was wrong and I didn't want to cause upset. I considered walking to the nearby park and just waiting until the normal time there, but then his parents would know something was up. I considered calling the police because I had an inkling it was rape, but I thought I was being dramatic. So, I forced myself to believe it was fine and carried in with the day. Long term after. It never came up really after that few days. I broke up him at the end of my senior year. I suppressed this memory so much. I never considered myself a victim of rape until several months after we broke up. Seeing him at college, we even lived in the same dorm hall, was so traumatizing I was dying to feel better. So I wrote him a letter saying I forgave him for everything he did. This was before I explicitly realized I had been raped. I regret that letter so much. I feel like I can never come forward because it's like the ultimate defense. I even called him, the boy I first loved, in the letter. Even then, he still had a hold on me. I was just desperate to feel better. I wanted that version to be reality. A version of my story where he was just a jerk and I forgave him and appreciate growing up together. I now live in DC. Even though I am thousands of miles away, every time I see a scrawny white man with dark curly hair and glasses, I feel like throwing up. I blocked him on everything. I've blocked anyone we had as a mutual. Which was a lot. We went to middle school together, but not HS. I still have nightmares most nights about him. My new boyfriend can't even miss my neck or I immediately start crying and feel like I'm about to die. I want so badly for people to know what a monster he is. But no, I just saw him post Valentine's Day pics from someone else's account with his new girlfriend and everyone was gushing over how cute they are. That sent me into a wild depression for about a month. I just can't comprehend the amount of pain I feel. This happened to me 3 years ago and I think about it every day. I was in high school.